Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for our main event here tonight at Survivor Series, the men's War Games match, the Bloodline against the very unordinary duo of DIY and the Blackpool Combat Club. As apparently we look at this, DIY member Tommaso Ciampa deciding to step inside the cage first. No surprise there, Ciampa never saw, never stared into the eyes of a human being that put fear into his heart. Why would a double-sided steel cage put any fear in this man's heart? The black heart of Tommaso Ciampa is entering the cage first. But anyways, like I was saying, I wanted to talk about just the kind of odd pairing between DIY and the BCC, almost coming together for a common cause. The same thing with the ladies in War Games taking on Soraya's team, all because they are trying to put an end to the Bloodline once and for all. The Bloodline have been running roughshod on Monday Night Raw ever since reclaiming those tag team championships, ever since Roman Reigns has stepped back into the ring for the first time in a long time. Him and Solo Sikoa defeating DIY back at Clash at the Castle. And then who could ever forget that tremendous TLC match between the Usos and DIY, in which the Usos finally got their victory over DIY after their third attempt against that very team. And as we mentioned from Solo Sikoa, it looks like he's going to be starting the match for the Bloodline side. Of course, Roman Reigns would have Solo Sikoa heading into the match first. This is what he considers the Bloodline's enforcer. And so Solo Sikoa is looking to enforce his authority upon Tommaso Ciampa in the early stages of this match. Man, this is a very intimidating man right here. The younger brother of the Usos, but looks like he could be their older brother if he wanted to. I mean, this man is just a force not to be messed with, and Tommaso Ciampa is locked inside a steel cage with him. Look at this, Solo Sikoa sending him to the outside. Or not even to the outside, there is no sending him to the outside, just sending him to the other side of the ring, but he landed roughly on the back of his, on the side and the back did Ciampa. But look at this, Ciampa, full head of steam, an elbow straight to the face of Solo Sikoa. As I said before, Ciampa is not going to take this lightly, and he's not going to go down without a fight as a huge suplex comes in. But no, Solo Sikoa gets out of it and chops at the knee. Chops at the knee of Ciampa, and now, oh my goodness, those unprotected feet. No boots on Solo Sikoa. He decides to wrestle traditionally like his uncle Umaga. And like, the other legendary Samoans that came before, even Umaga and others like Yokozuna, Afa, and Sika. That's really just a traditional way the Samoans wrestle in the ring. But I mean, it also at the same time allows you to have almost a target on your body at the same time, because your feet are not protected in any single way. In a steel cage match of all matches, that is a very, oh my goodness, a very bad sign. As look at Tommaso Ciampa throwing Solo Sikoa around. The strength of Tommaso Ciampa is something that doesn't get talked about quite a lot, but this man is deceptively strong, as Solo Sikoa is every bit of 280, 290 maybe even 300 at this point. Man, trust me, they eating good at the table as long as Roman Reigns is the head of the table. And now Ciampa with a nice backbreaker to Solo Sikoa. Gotta admit, I did not think that this was going to go in DIY and the BCC's way in the early goings, considering they started Solo Sikoa, did the Bloodline, and now once again Solo Sikoa forcing his hand on Tommaso Ciampa. And now sooner or later, after 180 seconds, just like the women's match, a member of the Bloodline will enter into this match and give them the advantage heading in to a 2-on-1 assault against Tommaso Ciampa. And Solo Sikoa doesn't look like he needs any more of an advantage right now. He lights up Ciampa with strikes and kicks, and oh my goodness. Sending him to the outside, but Ciampa, look at this. Oh, Ciampa's still fighting. Ciampa's still fighting, though. Oh, no, missed wildly with a jumping clothesline of some sort, but Solo Sikoa slams his head on the mat. And now what the hell could Solo Sikoa be planning here? Ciampa's out. You gotta be kidding me. We've seen enough of that in the last match. We've seen enough of that in the last match, and Sikoa thinks better of it. He's like, man, I don't think I belong up here. Oh, look at that. Just slammed Ciampa's face right into the steel. And here comes, Jimmy Uso enters the equation now. Roman Reigns calling the shots here, and he says, Jimmy, get down there and help your brother. And Jimmy's got ideas here with the kendo stick. And wait a minute, Ciampa's back on his feet. Ciampa's back on his feet and looking to wound down Solo Sikoa so that he can try and get himself a piece of Jimmy Uso. We know no love lost there between DIY and the Usos. And now look at this, Ciampa clotheslining Solo Sikoa out of his boost if he had any. Jimmy Uso has brought a table and a kendo stick into this match. And Ciampa gets rid of Solo Sikoa and gets ready for Jimmy Uso's attack now. And now look at this. Oh, misses wildly with a knee strike. And Jimmy Uso now has the advantage for the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa is back on his feet. This is not good news for Tommaso Ciampa. What the hell is Jimmy Uso doing? Oh my goodness gracious! Just launched that man. Just launched Tommaso Ciampa from one ring to the other side of it. I've never seen anything like it, folks. You've never seen anything like War Games in general. Let's look at this, a huge back body drop from the enforcer, Solo Sikoa. And like we didn't see enough wood in the women's War Games match, here comes more tables entering the fray. And Solo Sikoa has bad intentions on the mind, perhaps going for a spinning solo. But Ciampa stuffs it, back suplex to the back of the neck. The neck that has been surgically repaired. And more than one time for Tommaso Ciampa. But Ciampa still fighting. Still doing everything he can to take it to the Bloodline. But like I said, like we said in the women's match, the numbers advantage is always going to be on the side of the Bloodline in this match until all 8 men enter this ring. But man, does Ciampa have a squad behind him. The heart and soul of NXT, Johnny Gargano, Bryan Danielson, one of the best professional wrestlers to ever lace a pair of boots, and Jon Moxley, the unhinged lunatic fringe that is Jon Moxley, a man that knows Roman Reigns and his gang all too well. And now look at this, Solo Sikoa jumping at him with a huge flying headbutt. Oh my goodness, I think Solo Sikoa might have caught a bit of that kendo stick. Jimmy Uso's going to want to watch where he swings. You do not want to get on the bad side of Solo. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Solo Sikoa just hit his own brother. Just hit his own brother. I think he was aiming for Tommaso Ciampa, but Jimmy Uso, either that or that was a receipt to tell you, hey, better not hit me with a kendo stick again. Look, yeah, there's a little bit of frustration from Solo Sikoa right now. But man, Roman Reigns is not going to like this. He wants them on the same page. All Ciampa needs is a small little window, but I'll tell you exactly what he needs. He needs another man on his team to enter the match, and here comes a man that he could always depend on. Johnny Gargano, a man that he's been on both sides of the ring with both. And Johnny Gargano thinks better of it. I don't know what he was going for here, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, a springboard spear to Solo Sikoa. Now Gargano lights Jimmy Uso up. Lights Jimmy Uso up. Oh my goodness, but Solo Sikoa stopping that real quick. Oh, and here comes DIY. Here comes DIY doing what they do best. Proving why they were the Raw Tag Team Champions for as long as they were, ladies and gentlemen. All throughout the summer, the Usos could not touch these men, and that's the whole reason why this match is becoming in the first place. But look at this. Oh my goodness, Ciampa. Oh, he sets Solo Sikoa up. And what the hell, a spike? Oh my goodness, a poison rana from Gargano. This match has definitely just picked up a notch, folks. And it's all courtesy of DIY. Look at this, running in with a huge European uppercut is Gargano. This is awesome chance in the early goings of this match. Look at Gargano spinning around with a beautiful move there. And now Tommaso Ciampa. Bad intentions on the mind of the Sicilian psychopath as he lands a huge strike on Jimmy Uso there. A huge elbow drop. And now jumping neck breaker from Gargano. And now Ciampa lighting Solo Sikoa up. Solo driving the bare feet into Ciampa's face. And now look at this, a nice belly to belly. Nice belly to belly from Solo Sikoa there. Gargano looking to catch him off guard though. Now setting Solo Sikoa into the ring here. And no, oh my goodness. Hanging Gargano out to dry there, but Gargano catches the boot. Gargano catches the boot. Misses wildly to Solo Sikoa. Oh my goodness, and gets dropped. Gets absolutely dropped from Gargano. And now what the hell has Gargano got planned here? I don't know what Gargano was thinking. Oh no, but Sikoa's back on his feet. Oh, and he spears Gargano out of his boots that time. And now wait a minute, catches him with a spinning solo, but it doesn't matter. And here does that Uso splash on the other side, but the damage has been done to DIY as they await another member of the Bloodline to come real soon. But wait a minute, Gargano gets out the way, spikes him with a DDT. Spikes Solo Sikoa with a DDT. There's still fight left in DIY. And now look at this, another DDT from Gargano. Another DDT from Gargano lands as they look to get some kind of an advantage before the next member of the Bloodline enters. And I mean, if I was a betting man, yeah, I was going to say, if I was a betting man, it's not going to be Roman Reigns, as here comes the brother of Jimmy Uso, the brother of Solo Sikoa, Roman's cousin, almost his right-hand man, the main event, Jey Uso, entering the equation. And apparently he's looking to get some hardware himself as he brings out another table to enter this match. Remember, the last table the Bloodline brought out did not work out for them. Did not work out for them. They're looking to try again, and Gargano just cracked that kendo stick, broke it in half over Jimmy Uso's head. And now this is the rivalry we've been seeing all summer, folks. DIY, the Usos. The Blackpool Combat Club are only just a recent, newer chapter to this whole story, this whole rivalry between DIY and the Bloodline. They are just two men that fortunately enough for DIY, have a bitter disdain for the Bloodline just as much as DIY does. And now Ciampa taking out both Usos. He doesn't care which Uso he gets his hands on. And now Gargano lighting up Solo Sikoa in the corner. You gotta believe Roman Reigns is just livid, just heaving right now with the fact that the Bloodline are getting it taken to him right now. Roman Reigns looks to get in this ring real quick and turn the favors back in the Bloodline's odds, but he's gonna have to wait for one member of the Blackpool Combat Club to enter the match first. But man, even with the 2-on-3 disadvantage, it looks like DIY is holding their own. But just as I say that, Solo Sikoa looking to turn the odds back in their favor. And yeah, here comes the number advantage. Here comes the number advantage we were talking about. And Tommaso Ciampa getting sent off the ropes. What's Jey Uso got planned here? Oh no, Ciampa reverses it with a takeover headlock. And now wait a minute, Jey Uso has plans for Ciampa. Gargano's there to protect him though. Gargano misses wildly with whatever he was going for. And oh, Solo Sikoa meets him with a chop and a kick to the throat. Now Ciampa's in a bad way. Jey Uso, or Solo Sikoa, now looking to scale the cage. Another table gets thrown into the other side of the ring. And now wait a minute. Oh, electric chair driver to Gargano, and Ciampa's still looking to fight here. But the numbers advantage is in full effect for the Bloodline. Now Roman has to be smiling ear to ear. The head of the table, loving what he's seeing here from his family, his Bloodline. The three men he trusts with his life, and the three men he trusts to get the job done here tonight. But Gargano never say die as he spikes Solo. Man, I didn't even realize Solo Sikoa's whole face busted wide open, folks. I did not realize that at all. As look at this, Gargano, Ciampa. Gargano, Ciampa taking to the fight, but wait a minute, Bryan Danielson enters the equation now, and he's not just entering the equation, he's got a table. He's got a table like we haven't seen enough of those tonight. Danielson bringing in some hardware himself. I mean, the Bloodline has kind of gotten all the weapons here tonight, but Bryan Danielson looks to even the odds here wait a minute. Oh my goodness, another table from Bryan Danielson. You've got to be kidding me. This is getting ugly, folks. This is going to get ugly before it gets any better. Is Danielson going to enter the ring? No way. No way. He realizes the kind of fight that he's about to be in when he enters that ring. All three members of the Bloodline are chomping at the bit for Danielson to get involved. And here comes Solo Sikoa, the possibly the most intimidating member of the Bloodline. And that's a team with Roman Reigns in it. And now Danielson lighting Solo Sikoa up with strikes. When you talk about skilled strikers, but wait a minute, Solo Sikoa caught him. Oh my goodness. Solo Sikoa caught him huge with the Samoan spike. But wait a minute. Oh my God, a table just got thrown at Gargano's head and just completely threw him for a loop. Bryan Danielson now monkey flipping Solo Sikoa on one of those tables. And the Usos are taking a beating to Tommaso Ciampa in the other side of the ring. Gargano trying to take a breather here. He's taking quite a beating himself. And we just await, ironically, two men that know each other probably the most out of this entire match. Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns, the last two to enter this match for their opposing sides. But Gargano finally protecting his friend Ciampa, his brother, a man that he's gone to war with, a man that he's gone to war against and by his side. There's no two men that know each other better than DIY does. And now DIY and Danielson looking to turn this match around here as Danielson lights up Jey Uso. Sending Jey Uso into the corner is Danielson. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, a huge strike. Huge splash from Jimmy Uso to Ciampa. And now look at this, a huge neck breaker. Huge neck breaker to Jimmy Uso. Danielson getting on the other side of the ring. He realizes that's where all the toys to play with is. And now Jey Uso, I should say, looking to follow Danielson, but Danielson catches him. And now Jey Uso in a bad way here. Danielson has bad intentions on the mind. A huge slam, I should say. Huge slam. And what the hell is Jimmy Uso doing? Jimmy Uso looking to take caution to the win. Oh my goodness gracious. You've got to be kidding me. And now wait a minute, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has finally entered the match for the Bloodline, and he grabs, I think that was a steel chair or something. Roman Reigns is in the ring now. The Bloodline have the full advantage. And man, this is going to get ugly. This is going to get bowling shoe ugly, as JR would probably say, as oh my goodness, yeah, the Bloodline are taking it to Team DIY and Blackpool Combat Club. Oh my goodness. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso doing a number on Danielson. Somehow Jimmy Uso is fending off both members of DIY at once. And wait a minute, just as I say that, super kick from Gargano lands. A super kick from Gargano. Look at this. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns just watching as Solo Sikoa takes a beating to Danielson. But Roman Reigns sending Gargano off the ropes. And now Ciampa looking to get back in the equation. Finally, after taking such a beating from the Bloodline, here's a few jumping knees. Oh my goodness, jumping knee galore. Ciampa's on fire. Each member of the Bloodline feeling Ciampa's wrath. Ciampa lighting the Bloodline up. And now wait a minute, giving Roman Reigns a fairy tale ending. And could we see a fairy tale ending for DIY and the Blackpool Combat Club should they defeat the Bloodline here tonight? Finally get the last laugh. Danielson fighting Jimmy Uso. But Jimmy Uso sent Danielson packing off the ropes. And now wait a minute. Man, there's so much going on. It's so, like I said in the last match, it's so hard to call. Wait a minute. Oh my God, a poison Rana just spiked Jimmy Uso right on that chair. And Gargano. Now it's Gargano Sent to the outside. Danielson suffers a splash. Danielson suffers a huge splash. Wait a minute. Gargano. Oh, he overshot it. Overshot Reigns. And now wait a minute. Oh, he overshot him again. Man, Roman Reigns just has Gargano scouted. He's had plenty of time to see what these men are all about. Oh, but didn't see that one coming. Did not see that one coming. There's 3 tables on the other side of the ring here. And here comes Moxley. Just when you thought this match couldn't get any crazier, here comes the lunatic fringe Jon Moxley to enter the equation. The War Games have officially begun, folks. It's gonna get good now. Look at this, a neck breaker to Jimmy Uso, I should say. Moxley wasting little to no time. Little to no time. Look at this, full head of steam on Solo Sikoa. Oh, and Roman Reigns, of course, gonna go for Moxley as well. No love lost between these two men. That is a matter of a fact. And now the Bloodline looking to protect their leader, looking to protect the head of the table, the man that provides for the Bloodline the most. Roman Reigns. Ciampa slips out of whatever Jimmy Uso was planning. And now wait a minute, what's Ciampa got planned here for Jimmy Uso? There's a table with Jimmy Uso's name on it. I think Ciampa's got bad intentions. Oh, Project Ciampa did not put him through the table though like he planned. Oh my goodness, what a discus lariat from Ciampa. Every single man in this match is on one side of the ring. This is just craziness, folks. This is craziness. And now Ciampa throwing a table on the other side of the ring. Roman Reigns has Moxley up. Man, this is getting crazy, folks. This is getting crazy. Huge punch from Reigns. Huge punch from Reigns. And now Ciampa setting up a table on the opposing side. And here comes Solo Sikoa almost on cue. And now look at this. What's Gargano got planned here? As he goes to the opposing side. Opposing side's got Solo Sikoa right where he wants him, but look at this, missed wildly. Sikoa was going for a pin. Oh no, Roman Reigns gets the pinfall on Moxley. Reigns gets the pinfall on Moxley. The Bloodline have defeated DIY and the Blackpool Combat Club in War Games. You've got to be kidding me. Man, and I don't know if there's better bragging rights for Roman Reigns in terms of a former teammate of being Jon Moxley to pin him inside War Games. But you can see that this victory did not come lightly, folks. The battle scars are shown. You can see half of Solo Sikoa's face is split open. Jimmy Uso split open. I think Jay and Roman are kind of a little bit unscathed, but I don't think anybody's leaving this match unscathed, folks. This has been absolutely craziness here tonight at Survivor Series, but the Bloodline leaving the fans with a sour taste in their mouth and once again proving why they run Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Survivor Series. What a hell of a pay-per-view it's been, and as always, I will see you on the next one.